So, if you're planning on seeing Supergirl, the new movie coming out in a few days, you might want to read this first. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King, aka the Compact Edition. Let's take a look on the Yummy Buds Cafe. Alright, so this is the book, Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King, and beautiful art by Bilquis Evely, as well as colors by Mathis Lopez. And of course, this is the compact version as well. Very convenient, very nice, $10. Smaller size, but you get what you're paying for. Also got the side by Tom King when I met him. But we begin with a tale. We begin with this tale where a man is murdered. A man is murdered. And the daughter of this man, named Rufai, wants to avenge her father's death. So she starts to go out on a quest to see if she can find someone who can do that and avenge her father's death. Her father and her family were, of course, rock farmers. Yep, rock farmers. Just go with it. So yeah, they are rock farmers, and what's interesting about this story is that most of the story is actually told through Rufai's words. This is basically like Rufai's like memoirs, like her stories about like her experiences throughout the story. So a lot of this is actually through her point of view. And she actually is a very interesting character. She the way she talks and the way Tom King writes her is like very interesting. She goes on these like long soliloquies. Like, the person who did kill her is who did kill her father is named Creme of the Yellow Hills. You will never forget that name because that is constantly how she refers to Creme this entire book. So yeah, there is at one point where Rufai goes off and tries to find a warrior who could take down Creme. At one point, she finds this one guy who decides that, yeah, I'll do it. Like, because the other thing too is Rufai has Creme's sword, the sword that was used to kill her father. So basically, she's using the sword as like a prize for the warrior to take, and the guy's just gonna take it and leave off with her. But eventually, while all this is going on, she ends up running into Supergirl, who is on this planet, getting drunk and having some fun. Why is she doing that? We go more into that a little later. But the main reason she's here is because this planet has a red sun, aka where she can actually get drunk at. And she ends up taking down the man and helping her out. Krypto's here as well, of course. And later the next day, Rufai actually helps Supergirl out because Supergirl does pass out from like all the drinking, and of course she's having her morning hangover, let's just say. And Rufai is trying to get Supergirl to go on the quest of her to take down Creme of the Yellow Hills. Supergirl, of course, has no interest, especially Supergirl has no interest in killing. Rufai, though, is determined and actually does follow her back to her ship. Supergirl was originally ready to go back because it was actually Supergirl's 21st birthday. It was Kara's 21st birthday, so she decided to go out and decide to have some fun. And now she's going back to Earth to take care of her normal Earth duties with Krypto. And of course, as the rocket's getting ready to leave and all that, she runs into Rufai. She's telling Rufai to get out of here because she doesn't want the ignition and all that to like go off on her. But they also end up running into Creme of the Yellow Hills, where Creme actually does end up shooting Supergirl. The reason why Creme is here is because that warrior from before told Creme about Rufai going to certain people to go and kill her. So Creme is not exactly thrilled with that, and he decides to try and kill Supergirl as well as Rufai. But in the process, while this happens, Creme ends up shooting Krypto with an arrow, which is really bad because, of course, red sun, no powers. Krypto is now poisoned. But Supergirl is still determined, even with all the arrows, that she is ready to take this guy down. She takes down the warrior. She's ready to take down Kreb. Kreb is like, hell no, and then goes off on the Supergirl ship and basically takes her ship, leaving both Supergirl, Krypto, and Rufai stranded. Where we now start the journey of our book, where basically now we find out that yes, Krypto was taken to a vet. The vet says the only way to stop the poison is to find out the source of the poison, so they have to find Kreb and find his arrows. So this starts Rufai and Supergirl's journey throughout the galaxy of finding Kreb. Now, like I said, there's a lot of interesting stuff here. There's actually one issue here where Supergirl and Rufai are like in basically like a bus. Basically like a transport that's actually like a bus, and we deal with this like one alien who's constantly sleeping on Rufai and giving her crap. But what's interesting about this book too is the journey that these two women go on and learn from each other. Specifically, Rufai learning about like how the universe works. Because before all this, Rufai was she was just a normal girl, simple rock farmer, had no interest in any of this stuff, and then now she wants to avenge her father's death. So she ends up learning like basically kind of how certain things of how the world works, and sees all these amazing abilities that Supergirl can do. Actually, what is this, which is great, is at one point where they're on the bus route, they end up finding this dragon that's gonna like eat metal, which of course metal is like the bus and the transport, and Supergirl at this point doesn't have powers yet because they're still not by Yellow Sun. So Supergirl ends up taking these red kryptonite drugs that make her. Basically, what the red kryptonite drugs do is that for normal people, it just gives them hallucinations. For Kryptonians, it makes them into the actual hallucination of what they are. And in this case, it makes her into a fire angel matrix. Nice reference there. And then we get this one great moment here where Rufai again doesn't know certain things. Like, for example, this girl don't know how to wash her hands. And it's great where Supergirl's like, we've been traveling for a month if you've never washed your hands. Like, okay. And you actually get to see this beautiful art of showing her how to wash her hands. It's such a great, simple moment. It's one of the best moments in the book, and I really, really hope it's in the movie. But yeah, we go throughout this journey. Basically, it's a long journey going for different planets. Every issue is like kind of like its own story away. It's kind of similar to the Superman Up in the Sky book, but like a lot more of a ongoing plot. I mean, the Superman's an ongoing plot as well, but it's like similar in structure, but a bit different as well. Like, there's even at one point where Supergirl and Rufai go to this planet full of these aliens where we have the blue aliens, but we also used to have the purple aliens. We don't know exactly what happened to the purple aliens, and not going to give it away here. But let's just say, through this, Rufai learns the horrors of the real world sometimes. And also, 1.2, this is actually, throughout this chapter, we get to see Kreb and the Yellow Hills make some new friends, and they basically become the bad guys of this book. The Brigades. So now Krem has this whole crew, and now Supergirl and Rufai are going to be after Krem as well as this crew knows the Brigades. But yeah, not to give too much away in this issue, but Rufai really does learn some of the evils of the world, and she has this great quote where it says, "It's too big, we're too small." And then there's another issue here where we actually see one of the things that Krem and the Brigades are doing are just going around to like different planets and like killing all these people, basically to be like, hey, if you pay us, we'll leave you alone. If not, we're gonna kill all of you. And of course, most of the time they kill because their demands are ludicrous. And there is one point where all these like people get slaughtered. This alien race gets slaughtered, and this like grave digger's making all these graves. And Supergirl at one point decides to help him out, because one of the things that he's trying to do as well is he's trying to get the graves done before sunset, before all the aliens are just thrown in a massive grave. And one of the people who died is his daughter, and he wants to like find his daughter and have like peace with her. So Supergirl is able to take the grave, dig out the graves, no problem, and finds his daughter as well. Like I said, it's a great moment, and I love some of the stuff with that Kara does here. And like I said, the art in here is beautiful as well. We get this one moment where Supergirl actually gets to see some of the horrors that Creme of the Yellow Hills has done throughout the years, and she just can't take it and just has to like go into the sun and just let out like a burst of raging scream just to deal with what she saw. Like I said, it's a really, really interesting book. And then at one point, they do run into to Creme. Unfortunately, though, Creme has something ready for Supergirl. He has what they call, what the hell do they call it? A Mordred Globe. They have Mordred Globe ready to go, which of course is powered by magic. And Supergirl and Kryptonians, as you know, are not exactly fans of magic. And it ends up taking her and Rufai to this world where the sun is now green, aka kryptonite. So, yeah, Supergirl is basically now dying on this planet, and it's up to Rufai to protect them. And basically what the plan is to hold out until sunset so Supergirl can stay alive. The one thing that's funny about this is that this is actually a callback to a old school like Superman issue where Superman was sent to this planet, and what they mentioned is that Superman only lasted like 45 minutes till Justice League came to save him. Supergirl lasted 10 hours. And Rufai has to protect them, and we get this great moment where, because one of the other things too that's interesting about this book is that Kara does like curse a lot. Like, she is very much like that version that you see in the movie, in the Superman movie, and soon to be in her movie. That's basically where this came from. A lot. The movie is basically based on this book, so get ready for that. But yeah, we do get this moment where we find out once the sun goes down and Supergirl realizes it's like 45 minutes. What a little bitch. Calling Clark a little bitch. But eventually they do escape that, and now they are ready to go. They are ready for the Mordred Globe. Creme does have another one ready to go. But what's interesting now about this issue is that once he throws that other globe, Supergirl calls her old friend Comet the Super Horse. And this whole issue is amazing because the entire issue is literally just Supergirl outrunning the globe and using Comet. And while all this is going on, we actually get to find out what exactly happened on Krypton that day, or many days, as the famous book goes. Krypton did not die in one day. So we get to see the whole process of what happened, where at one point where Argo City is lifted, and once Argo City is lifted, the remains of Krypton start becoming kryptonite, and Argo City is basically poisoned. Like, the whole atmosphere is poisoned. And we get to see, unfortunately, Supergirl lose her mother, and then her father ends up sending her to the planet, sending her to Earth. But yeah, just to see all the stuff that Kara has to, like, go through is just insane. Like, I mean, Clark really had it easy, if you really think about it. Clark basically had it a lot easier. He just had to deal with, he didn't have to deal with anything, because he was a baby. Supergirl was, like, in, like, maybe, like, her teenage years when Krypton exploded. So she had a whole life on Krypton. But eventually, at one point, she does outrun the globe, and she goes to the end of time, Wally West style, and, yeah, and is able to take down the globe. which then from that point on gets to now where Supergirl now is fully powered. She knows how to deal with crime. So at this point, Supergirl and Rufai do have their moment where at one point, because even though they have kidnapped Krem, now the Badlands, or whatever their names are, the Badlands are after them. So Supergirl's gonna go off and like deal with them up in space and deal with their whole fortress in the sky and all that. While that's all going on, Rufai is now left alone with Krem, and this whole issue deals with Rufai's temptation of like killing him, and Comet constantly trying to stop her. I'm not going to give away exactly the whole thing here, but certain stuff does happen here. We get some great action here with Supergirl. And we also get to find out why Krem killed Rufai's father in the first place. Again, don't want to give it too much away. Especially for like the movie as well, which I'm wondering if they're going to do it the same way. But yeah, this art is like so beautiful. It's such a great book. But yeah, if you want to find out more of what exactly happens, read this book, get this edition, or get the deluxe edition, and also go see Supergirl. So overall, yeah, like I love this book to death. This is like one of my favorite books, and I was a fan of this even before the movie was announced. Like this was such a good book. Probably Tom King's second best book behind Superman Up in the Sky. Really do like this story. Love the character of Rufai. Love Criminally Hills. I love hearing that in the movie trailers and all that. And again, this is a nice compact edition as well. $10. You can't beat it. Get a nice, great story here. Very simple, very nice, with fantastic art as well. But yeah, definitely love the story to death. Give this a watch, guys, and definitely check it out. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Ombuds Cafe. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
If you're looking for great deals on collected edition comics or manga, we recommend shopping at panelboundcomics.com. They offer free shipping on orders over $30, plus bundled discounts to help you save even more. And if you're shopping from Europe or the UK, comicsbugle.com offers free EU shipping and a rewards program for regular buyers. Don't forget to use our discount codes at checkout.